playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Run.
Baker going to throw this right away. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol. Run. Done.
Mayfield now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Alert.
Mayfield now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Adetomiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Point it right. Regular. Opposite. Real. That.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Pistol. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Off the option, that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Nice play.
Crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he is not
nice
quite
play.
going to make it all the way in.
He was supposed to get blocked, but they didn't block him.
1-yard line.
I don't know why they didn't block
A
him.
great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there.
They messed up there. Off the line. They're supposed to wide receivers supposed to block him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
It's my fault.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Dude, what?
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Dude, what?
Struggles continue.
Oh, come on, game. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There wasn't anyone near him.
The PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call.
Oh, Madden, you're just going to give this guy everything, huh?
21-7, our score. McLaughlin now to kick this one away.
Gonna give me the pick.
And no chance to see a return on a dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Motion man is Schwartz. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Flush to his right.
Oh my God, he was wide open. Love.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh my God, game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Wow.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Stays on his feet. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
This game is horrible.
Through the contact. It's incomplete.
No, this game's horrible, bro.
And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Love to throw for it on 4th.
Or don't throw. Don't throw it. I mean, goddamn, guys. We're not going to play defense today, boys? We're not going to play defense, huh?
Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get about 5 here.
Yes,
so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You guys ain't going to play defense. I mean,
That's
yeah,
exactly
off
what
the
you
line
want on a
just said,
first
nope.
down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mayfield.
What are you?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st down, here's White. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Mayfield. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And they finally put it in.
Good job, D.
But not before he's all the way down
Good job,
to
D.
37. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover.
Throw the ball away, dude.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. Hill shedding the tackle, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive.
Dude, what?
Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
What?
And the Buccaneers,
where the heck did he come from?
They're at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture,
God,
this one's going to
game.
leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory.
Dude, what the
Inside the 35. And he takes it
that was bad.
into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 70 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Regular. Done.
Now Mayfield.
Let's go.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
What is he doing,
Give
dude?
him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Oh, what BS, dude.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Quay Walker. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Following the interception, Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Fighting it off. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
In motion goes the tight end.
Yeah, they're trying to call.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Nope, you're good, you're good. Thank you. Are they really still up? God. Savannah Marie, go to bed. All right.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
Really, girls?
Buccaneers defense holds and they
Go
get
to
the
bed.
ball back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Hurry! Kings! Point it right. Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Good. Option. Real. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
What's that?
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the end.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Go check.
Here's Jacobs. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. In motion left, Hardman. They'll run with Jacobs. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft with an amazing diving catch. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Love throwing for it. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Here's Love. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's 2nd down. Now Love. Watson making the catch. Dances by him.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. There's the stiff arm. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Love. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Love. Right side to Watson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going back to Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
That's caught, and they're going to get the 2. It's caught, and the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
It was a playoff game. Like, really? They couldn't just not do what they were doing?
I have to take a picture of it.
It's in there,
Where?
in the kitchen.
In the trash?
No, it's right there on the counter. I knew you were going to have to take a picture, so I didn't do it. Hey!